Hello there, YouTube. We are back with some more Matchplay commentary for y'all. I'm joined by my brother from another mother, Highwayman himself, TJ.
Hello. I'm here. Sorry. I received a funny message. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hello.
Did you know that you could hit the subscribe button? It gets pretty crazy. I know. Good time.
But we're here with some more Matchplay commentary for y'all. These were filmed over at Dean's Dugout as all of us are trying to prepare for regionals this upcoming week. At the time of recording, we're about like a week out, which is kind of crazy, less than a week now. So we're all super excited for the first in-person regionals in Illinois. So we're definitely all trying to bring our A game, you know, be at the best we can. So
Get an ace.
Get an ace. But we are trying to sprinkle in some nice fun decks every now and then. So this was myself and Will trying to break up some of the grindier games that we had and playing some decks for fun. So I'm playing Blue Flare over on the left, and he's bringing Dorugora on the right. This is the first Dorugora matchplay I believe we have on the channel.
Yes!
I'm sure you're excited for this
Yes!
one. And I made a few kind of tweaks and changes to my Blue Flare list, kind of inspired by one of the more recent regional tops. So definitely was excited to try this one out, and I had fun. You know, Will and I always have some good matches, and these definitely were fun, even though they weren't necessarily quote-unquote meta decks. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Before we hop into the round itself, a couple things. You know, if you haven't liked and subscribed to our channel, as TJ said, please feel free to do so. It does help the channel out a whole lot, and we would greatly appreciate it. And last but not least, if you want to check out our socials, they will also be linked in the video description down below. So feel free to hop right into our Discord, check out our Instagram, check out our Twitter, all that good stuff. But enough jibber jabber. Let us hop right into the round.
Me and Will are gonna be such massive Dorugora stands come BT-17.
I can't wait. Because I know he's thinking more black base, you're thinking more purple base, right?
No, I'm thinking more black base too. Me and him are I think if anything he was thinking
I think he's
more
more
purple
purple.
base.
Yeah, that's right.
I think he's of the mind of mine because we both read that article that was on Digimon Card Meta about like the Dorugora deck that got top at the GAO.
Yeah.
The GAO. In Singapore, I think it was.
Yep.
But because the thing is like black base offers you better protections, but you lose easier access to certain aggressions and play strings, whereas purple base, it's more easy to pull off the alliance and all that other good stuff. I am determined to try and make black base work. It still does top, so I'm gonna give it a go and see how it does. If I fail and I fall to purple base, it is what it is. But I really want to use my Doru boy. I love
So
Dorumon.
here we're getting a little crazy with it, just to kind of catch you guys up into the game.
Yeah.
I really like the Uko package in Blue Flare, just for some low ground aggression. And both my Ukos were big guys and ended up living.
It is crazy.
2 Marvins. So we do end up just playing out a Blazing Memboost. We pick up a EX4 Metal Gray, I believe, or EX. Is it EX4? I forget. One of the EX Metal Grays, and then a Greymon. And then we play out a Kiriha from that.
It is EX4. To answer your question. Yeah, so Will has a pretty good board state to gain a lot of memory right now. So he pushes up. He still can use Marvin's effect. He's gonna opt to whiff on it though. We'll evo for free into a Airdramon, which let him tuck a Marvin. Well, he's gonna just tuck the Marvin afterwards. Gain the memory, draw a card. We'll go Dorugray here for 3. Is he whiffing on a Dorugora? We'll just swing over an Uko here. And I mean, yeah, so what you were talking about with the Uko package too. I mean, it's kind of like what we said before. If it's a deck that doesn't care about its rookie lineup, Uko.
Yeah. Well, and also a deck too that kind of relies on tamers, finding pieces and cycling through. Like BT-16 Uko definitely gives a lot of engine for that. Yeah. Being able to just push up, set up another rookie in the back, cycle through, find your pieces is just always helpful, which is what we do here. We pick up a Mailbird from BT-10. We hatch once again.
That his Dorumon lived and kind of turns on all your effects. You are at 3. Double checking, making sure you gain the memory off of your. I can't remember the name of that tamer.
The Kiriha and Nene.
Yeah, Kiriha and Nene. There you go.
We go ahead and attempt to swing. He does block, which allows him to pop a tamer, I
Yep.
believe. So he pops the memory setter Kiriha.
Goes Dorogora for free and then restands off of popping something.
Yeah. A little bit of a rough Greymon for me, bottom decking a lot of my non-blue flare pieces. We do pick up, I believe it's a Blazing. We try to swing again with the Uko from BT-16, which he does block.
Yeah.
Which I was hoping he did. Yeah.
The Dorugoramon living here really
Yeah.
kind of screwed him. The Dorugoramon needed to die in security.
Because you do swing with 2 checks jamming. We go ahead and swing with Zeeg. We gain the 2 memory back because he has 2 Digimon in play. So essentially evolved for free, and then we just go into another Mega. Yeah.
That's game 1. Oof.
Yeah. The
That's tough.
Dorugoramon was rough. Otherwise, I would have been in a little bit more of a stickier spot.
Yeah, hitting the tamer off rip was tough for him.
But I think a good illustration of what this new Blue Flare build can do, right? I mean, you kind of just chip away with your Ukos and your low to the ground pieces until you can kind of go for your big crossplay. And ideally, you're kind of using that starter deck Greymon with BT-10 Metal Gray to just go Unga Bunga, 2 checks jamming, and do your damage there. So
Yeah.
it's interesting. It's fun. I can definitely see why the deck topped with how much Nume is floating around with a deck that likes to just put out bodies as much as possible. You're kind of sitting in a good spot as a Blue Flare player if you see that.
I mean, Cross is still good in the sense of like it doesn't leave bodies to sit on board. You don't really know what's, or like Digicrossing is a mechanic in general is what I meant to say. Because like a lot of times you just your opponent, while they can guess what you're gonna do, you can just play and cross stuff and then just go crazy, just go bird.
Yeah.
And it's impossible for your opponent to know how set up you are sometimes, unless they see you like grab everything off of reveals, which you then have to keep track of.
So we just go Uko and then play out a memory setter Kiriha. Will is a little bit of a rough spot without a rookie, but pops the boost to just play out a training.
Does find a rookie.
So now he's in business.
And instantly kind of makes that a salvageable board, He does have to play smart. He has to make sure that he only keeps 1 body on board because it is Blue Flare. Okay, we'll play Daruga. Interesting. I guess he wants to get the...
So I'm just seeing all the Ukos here. We push up Uko, hatch into another Uko in the back. I'm kind of just debating what I want to do. I'm thinking about the Louis play just to push up and get another body out on board, which I do.
Yeah, I mean, you'll gain all the memory back, so you can just easily go for another check here, and then...
Swing and go into another Uko.
Uko, yeah, just set up another Uko. Play a Blazing, okay. Choke, or not choke, we'll put him to 2.
Pick up 2 pieces, play out another Kiriha, but we play out the Kiriha Nene.
Yeah,
which I think is pretty good. Just kind of being able to digicross from trash, gain a memory if there are 2 or more on field is, it's definitely gas.
Yeah. We see Will training. He'll go into Dorugoramon here. He'll pitch 1 to draw 1. No target for the start of main phase effect. Or to give a target to the start of main phase. Looks like he's debating what he wants to do. He does have a Dorgray. He'll swing the Daruga. Does live again, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Goes Dorgray here. Does send you over to 3, and that's a lot of memory you're working with. That's scary.
Yeah.
And you can digicross from trash too.
Yeah. And we'll gain 1 from the Kiriha Nene as well to go up to 6.
Yeah,
we do attempt to swing here, and he's debating what he would like to do. Does decide to block going into Dorugora. And then he can pop a tamer, I think he chooses here to pop the double tamer, which I think is a good
better
call.
one to pop. Yeah.
And plays out a Airdramon, sliding a Marvin underneath.
Which gives him another blocker, has jamming and blocker.
So go ahead here, go into the EX4 Metal Gray.
Or is jamming and reboot?
I think it's jamming reboot. And then we strip the Kosuke underneath Dorugora.
No, jamming blocker.
Would have been nice to strip both tamers, but this one only lets you strip 2 off of 1 Digimon. But we go ahead, swing.
Right.
Will decides to block, and then just play out a Greymon to search. Little rough reveals there. 2 Ukos down, but we do pick up a Greymon, I believe.
So it was jamming blocker. It's the Airdramon itself that has
Gotcha.
Reboot. Okay, so he'll swing, pop something so he restands, swings over the other body so you're able to save those materials as well. Will is in kind of a tight spot. You are able to digicross, which is scary. You don't have a rookie in the back though. He will go into Megadramon here. We'll slot under a Dorugora. And that's about all he can do. So it goes over to you.
So not seeing
You
rookies
crack the blazing.
is a little rough.
Yeah, you'll play the Mailbird here. Mailbird will let you grab back a Metal Gray. So you are kind of in a tight spot too. You do have to kind of expend your resources. You'll opt to Digicross here for 3.
I wasn't seeing any Metal Grays. You know, I was only seeing Mailbirds and Greymons, but no Metal Grays, which is why I just ended up playing that BT-10 one to pick up a Metal Gray from trash.
Yeah.
We do strip 2 sources, but then he goes into
Air to
just a
Digivolve.
Digivolve.
Nice. So no more saving. Well, no more saving both of them at least.
Yeah. Go ahead and swing. It's a Zudo.
Yep, he's fine. Debating what he wants to swing with. He will swing that. Doesn't have a Tamer in source, so none of the other effect.
But he's sitting in a pretty good spot right now.
Yeah.
I just end up having to hope something in security's there. We just play out the double Tamer.
Yeah, and your turn he spits out the Marvin so we can get the memory gain off of trashing an SOC card or machine or cyborg. So trash a Dorugray. He'll swing Mega Dramon. Yeah, it just die.
It's a Louis.
Swings.
And then goes ahead and swings for game.
Yeah. That is scary that you have Vikase. That is scary. I forgot that you had those in there. But that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, with how
and I think
my level 5s tend to float, I feel like Vike was like a decent option.
Yeah. And I think that goes to show too. The cool thing about Dorogora right now is that it can float out other bodies. It gets decent protections from Dorugoramon. Yeah, it can pop Tamers off of its Evo on top of having the new Dorudin option, as it is pronounced. I liked Dorujin better, but fine, whatever. But yeah, Dorudin also being able to pop Tamers potentially is really, really good. And then of course, you know, like being able to float out other bodies for free off of popping something is huge. Because you can play out your level 4s and you can just set up more Dorugoramon on the board. And you can very easily kind of like get carried away with it. Start to whiteboard pretty fast. Oh boy.
Speaking of whiteboard pretty fast, we've got the Uko army coming out. We've got Uko swings. Uko lives this time, the second one, because it hits a Doru in the trash. We have a Uko sit in the back, and then
you don't have
a blue source, so we just go ahead and play Louis. Gain 2 memory there, Hatch.
You swing Hatch, yeah. And
now we have a blue source.
Assuming?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Jesus Christ. You're down to 2 security already because you just swung with 3 Ukos in a turn.
Yeah.
Holy moly, dude.
I know. And that's where Will's just like, what do I do?
He's got 2 trainings on board,
yeah,
but no level 4. Oh no, he does have level 4. He didn't push up though? Interesting. Okay, so he'll go up to Airdra, go Dorugray, and I guess it's just set up.
I think he was a little bit worried about maybe having 2 bodies potentially on board.
Well, he just hard dropped that Doru.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So unless he just is more worried about not having, maybe he just wants to have the second body set up to push up to try and go for some gameplays next turn. So Swing will pop the Uko. He'll block the Gaomon. He'll be able to play out a fella off of it being deleted. Okay, now he plays it out. There we go. No hits though, unfortunately.
Here, I did play out the Greymon to pick up. I wonder if it was better to maybe not do that.
Yeah, because I think it's a you may. I don't think you have to play out something off of Dorugray's inheritable. Yeah, you may play 1 card with anybody or SOC trait, which maybe he was missing pieces, so he was hoping to try and get some search and wasn't worried about you being able to go crazy. But he does get another turn here.
He does.
You weren't able to capitalize too crazy off of it. Tux to Kosuke. That's pretty big.
We'll go Daruga here. Tux the Marvin underneath the Dextor, or underneath the Dorgora. Swinging a security, hits a Zeke, so he's big guy living. Cracks a training to then go into Mega Dramon. Slides a Marvin, so he's got a double dual tamer going on here.
So crazy under there. He can swing and pop a 3 cost or less tamer or Digimon, I believe. Yeah, so he pops the Louis. Swings over the Greymon.
It's a Curie.
Does do a check, yeah. That's a lot of tamer.
And then now hits a Full Metal Blaze. I can bounce the Dorugoramon back. He doesn't have 8, so I can't proc anything else, but that's about it. And he just goes into another Dorugora, pops the dual tamer, and
with all the sources under it. Okay, that's a pretty good turn. Spits out the Kosuke.
we push up the Uko. We do Uko's effect to pick up a Mailbird here. We should start at 4 because of the dual tamer as well.
Yeah.
Catch our last egg. We attempt to poke with Uko. He does choose to block.
Which then both restand because they pop something. He'll play out a body.
And here I'm like, okay, we'll go into middle gray for 3. Go ahead and stun the Doru, and then we'll choose to stun 1 off of the Mailbird effect. He does choose to block here. I do have another metal gray, which then I just block the other one from doing anything. Swing 2 checks, and then Zeke for game.
Wait, where'd you get the extra memory from?
Blazing.
Oh, you had a blazing memory boost?
Yeah,
okay, gotcha.
Blazing. Yeah.
So I saw you were down to 1.
I was down to 1.
You just went so fast for me. I just didn't see.
Crack the blazing, go back up to 3, and
back
do
to
it
3,
again.
go to 0. Okay. And then Zeke will evil, and then
Zeke goes for 2, but then gains 2 back off of the having more than 2 bodies on board.
Yeah, I forgot he only evils for 2 over Milligram. That's so crazy.
Yeah,
so crazy that he does that.
But yeah, that wraps it up. Good fun games from Will and I. Definitely will be testing this deck out more once regionals are over. It's been a while since I played Blue Flare, and I did enjoy it. So definitely something I'll probably make into another pet project for sure.
I mean, some decks just don't have a response to that much aggression from Uko Rush that early.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
I mean, as we saw in game 3, right, being able to just push up all those Ukos and put them down to 2 security within a turn or 2 is just so much pressure right there and then.
Like I think Dorgor is one of the few decks that actually can consistently kind of get protections there because they can pop tamers and they also have the ability to have blocker inheritables and stuff.
Right.
Because like other decks, basically Magna X and Tyrant have to pray they see their pieces or they're just not going to be able to do anything.
Right. And yeah, I mean, that being said, I'm definitely interested to see how you and Will both cook with Dorugora, in the next coming weeks before the next set comes out. I know you two have, like you said earlier, I've been definitely looking forward to the deck. And it's a fun one. It's fun, and it's got a lot of interesting interactions that we can proc off. So should be a fun time once we get more of that variety back on the channel. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank y'all for tuning in as always. If you don't mind hitting the like and subscribe button, if you haven't already done so, we all would appreciate it from the channel. And without further ado, hopefully we catch you on that flippy flip. Bye-bye.
Bye.